And you got to realize, when I first started, I was a teenager, So I mean, just to even be accepted, like you said, that long, and that consistently is just a blessing in itself, But that's part of one of the main reasons I came to the show. You know what I'm saying? To let people know, okay, on top of the Untold Truth album, I got the Kairos album that's about to come out. We got the 100 movie soundtrack. A whole lot of other releases, but I got the new album that I'm working on now. Currently, that's far as secular music, Payback. That's gonna be my next album. My next album is gonna be called Payback. But just saying, the game has been lovely, man. I love this business, and there's nothing else I would have rather done all these years than to do this. But the Payback album, as far as T-Rock solo albums, is gonna be the official last T-Rock album. After the Payback album, there won't be any more solo T-Rock albums. And mainly, that's one of the main things I wanted to let people know. So after the Payback album, the game has been lovely. Don't get me wrong. I'm not really going anywhere. I'm gonna assume my role as CEO of Rock Solid Music, take more of a corporate position after the Payback album. But after Payback, no more T-Rock albums. It's been beautiful, man.
I respect, for one, I respect your career. You know that. We go back many, many years. But for two,
definitely. Well, that's part of.
Is it April Fool's?
That's part of why I came to you. Whenever I drop a bombshell, I come to you.
But I had no idea you were going to say it's the last one, man. You caught me off guard, man, on that shit. I think everybody listening, too.
I'm serious.
You're going to be behind the desk now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I'm already behind the desk right now, and
of course.
I've had Rock Solid Music for quite some time, but, it's one thing to be an artist, and it's another thing to be a full-time CEO, you know what I'm saying? And see, right now, I'm at a point in my career, it's like, what else is there to prove? It's to the point, and see, like, with the new deal and new RIA regulations, you know what I'm saying, let me explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. See, I talk to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, it's getting to the point where it's one of those things where, like, okay, yeah, he's got another hot one. Some of my diehard fans can't even keep up. And then in the midst of them not being able to keep up, when you ask them, okay, because we got the Vivo thing going with the Universal thing, which is beautiful. The Universal deal, I'll be honest with you, I'm making more money in my career right now than I've ever made in my entire career. It's that beautiful.
Congratulations, man. Salute.
But thank you, brother. Thank you. But on top of that, I asked a lot of diehard fans, okay, what songs would you rather see videos for? And they want to see the classics. It's almost one of them things like, shit, I mean, you got a Prince, you got a Michael Jackson, and motherfuckers still want to hear Purple Rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers still want to hear Thriller. And I don't knock that. It's a blessing. You understand? It's a blessing. So when I get fans come to me and they still want to see the classics, I decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to give them a lot of the classics. You're going to see a whole lot of videos. You're going to see a whole lot of back catalog, greatest hits, the whole nine. I'm still going to be doing cameos. I'm still going to feature on whoever shit, you know what I'm saying, who willing to pay shows, the whole nine. So I don't even think people are going to even really miss it or even realize what's going on until it really happens, if that makes sense.
Right. You know what's kind of cool with you not focusing on making new T-Rock music is the fans might be able to get better access to you now when you only doing features and doing shows and like really pushing T-Rock and the Rock Solid as a brand. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I know you got new artists and you got guys that you fuck with. So sometimes sitting back ain't a bad thing. This might be a good thing too, though, T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and as far as artists, I'll be real with that. Yeah, definitely. And as far as artists, I'll be ugly real on that end. I had a lot of artists. I let the whole roster go for the most part, with the exception of a few cats. Everybody who on Rock Solid know who they are. You know,
right.
At the end of the day, no disrespect to anybody else, but everybody on Rock Solid know who's on Rock Solid. All those other cats, you know, peace be unto you. You know what I'm saying? Hakuna Matata, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, motherfuckers know who they is. You know, motherfuckers know who they is. But, you know, and I'll be real with you. My position, again, it's not even to, I'll be ugly honest. It's not even about really pushing other artists when I say wearing a corporate hat, you know, because I'm still an artist too. So I'm still going to be pushing me because I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in a pompous way, but I'm wrapping circles around these motherfuckers. For real. These niggas can't out-rap me. These niggas can't outwork me. I don't know not one motherfucker that can, and I'm not looking for a motherfucker that can. But what I will say this, I'm going to make you love me, and y'all going to miss me. Like, for real.
I'm about to say, no, you ain't being pompous by saying that. That's what the game need. It need to be more motherfuckers that got the mentality of y'all, because ain't nothing wrong with saying you wrapping circles around these niggas. That will make motherfuckers step they shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should feel like you the greatest when you spitting shit. If you know you're spitting great shit. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you for what you just said, for real, because a lot of these motherfuckers ain't, you know, they don't even feel they self when they rhyming. They just waiting to see what the next motherfucker gonna say. You don't need a motherfucker to tell you great if you already know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just
exactly. Exactly.
Nothing wrong with comedy.
I appreciate that, brother.
You know, for real.
And another thing, I'm gonna be real with you. Another one of the nails in the coffin was this. Okay, like I told you, we got the new deal with N Grooves, right? So in the midst of getting this new deal, you know, I had to pretty much kind of claw back a lot of my back catalog because my old distributor, basically, they didn't want to see me go. And, you know, they made it a little tough for me to move around with, even though I owned the rights to all the music. You know, they buckled down and kind of took me through some shit, right? So at the end of the day, we getting all the catalog back together, right? So I'm talking to one of my business partners. This was a couple of days ago, like literally. So I'm talking to one of my business partners, you know, and I'm just thinking, you know, and we was talking, and, you know, I was big on the record thing at first, you know, breaking Nina Simone's record about, you know, having the most albums out and all of that good shit. Well, my comrade, Mr. Ski, you know, he's big on this shit too, but I don't really think he was big on breaking the record like me. We just get out like that, you know what I'm saying? And I looked up one day like, only motherfucker that's really holding a candle to me is my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I looked up, he had like 50-something albums out. You know what I'm saying? And this is no disrespect to nobody, but there is no rapper working on that album. Nobody except me and him. So look, I sat back, I said, you know what? Damn, Ski got the record. Well, shit, if Ski got the record, that's good as me having the record. So I sat back like, you know what, fuck that record. So my business partner, he hit me up. He was like, so we got all the catalog redistributed, right? He was like, is there any albums that we missing? I said, well, I'm sure it is. I just can't think of them right now. I'm sure it's probably about 2 or 3, and I'll tell you tomorrow. Next day he called me. He said, Rock, we got like 15 albums that we have not re-released. Wow. We couldn't even keep up. So once we added those 15,
you don't even know how many albums you got. That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So once we got everything redistributed, I beat Ski's record. So not only did I bow down and say, okay, I'm gonna give it to my brother, it was already mine. So I reconnected the dots. I said, okay, a lot of the fans, they want to hear the classics. Let's give them the classics. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day,
you're going to be re-releasing this then, the classics.
Out of Vivo, because, see, a lot of my catalog got re-released anyway. You know, that's why a lot of the albums that people want, they can't really find because I'm getting them re-released through in-group.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, we got a call on the line, 601. This is the homie Dez at Hellborn. How you doing, Dez?
Hey, what's good? Praise you, all right, man?
Real good, man. Real good.
What's up, Mac J? How you doing,
bro? Shock from T-Rock's announcement.
Man? No doubt. What's up, T-Rock? How you doing, bro?
T-Rock, his call just dropped. I'm sure he's going to hit the line again. We were kind of losing him a little bit.
Listening, man.
But yeah, man, it was crazy. I knew when he said he had a big announcement, you know what I'm saying, it was going to be big, but I had no idea that he was going to tell us he's just going to drop his last album. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But we heard, hey, I'm gonna, when he calls back in, we gotta grill him a little bit now. We gotta grill him because in 1996, one of my favorite rappers, Mr. Todd Shaw, said the same thing with Getting It. You remember that, T-Rock? I know you do.
Yeah.
I remember
what happened
vividly.
A year or two later.
I remember vividly.
I mean, is this? I mean, come on, man. You got to be telling me after a few years you're gonna be fiending to drop a new album.
Well, my thing is this.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, and there's no doubt in my mind it's what I was born to be. So I mean, I can't change what I am. So will I be recording? Probably more than ever. Is my vault thick right now? Hell yeah. You know, I mean, it's one of those things where until value can be brought back to the industry itself, and my fans can keep up, I'm not dropping shit. And I mean that in the most humble way as I can put it. You know, I'm not dropping any more records after Payback until the game is more integrity is brought back to the game, and people catch back up, and the fans, if they demand it enough, if they demand it enough, and they catch up and say, okay, we want another T-Rock record, I don't know what the future holds, but as of now, Payback is the last T-Rock record. It's gonna be the last official new T-Rock record. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. Who knows? Maybe I will come back like Too Short. But as of now, I'm done.
I respect that.
And
you're right on point, too.